And what we are frankly agape at tonight is the fires that are burning north of San Francisco. So this is Napa Valley, Sonoma County. If you're not from that part of the world, if you can't picture these places in more normal times, you have definitely heard of these places anyway. This is the most famous wine growing region in the country. It's a really big tourist region because of that. But despite the fact that it is famous for wine, this is not just agricultural land. This is very populated territory. The city of Santa Rosa is the largest city that is affected by these fires. Also, the city of Calistoga is right there in the danger zone. And what has happened over the course
hurricanes,
of this incredibly fast-moving fire today,
fire,
tonight, is that
tsunamis,
neighborhoods are gone.
Coming for that ass.
This is a neighborhood called Coffee Park in Santa Rosa, California. This is before. Now look at the same picture after.
It's coming for that ass.
That's after this fire roared through there today. Every single one of those homes incinerated. This fire was only about 200 acres as of last night, but it exploded over the last 24 hours. It was 200 acres last night. By this afternoon, it was 25,000 acres. And it is burning totally out of control. There are certainly hundreds of homes burned already. It looks like, in the end, we may be talking about thousands of homes that have been reduced to ash. One of the remarkable things about these shots of these neighborhoods is not just that homes are burned and so many homes are burned, but that they are completely gone. Whole hospitals had to be evacuated this afternoon and this evening as smoke and flames bore down on these hospitals with incredible speed. These are some places where they had thought that patients would be safe and where they would be okay to stay operating. But
safe.
Hospitals were evaluated.
The earth is trying to kill you. Where you gonna go? Ain't nowhere safe.
There's some reports tonight that at the Kaiser Hospital in Santa Rosa, California, hospital staff may have had to evacuate patients from that hospital in their own personal vehicles. Hospital staff using their own cars to evacuate patients in some cases because this thing just came down on them so fast there were no other options. So again, the top line news here is that there are a bunch of fires in California. There's also a very serious one burning in Southern California and Anaheim. But this Northern California fire just north of San Francisco really is destroying whole neighborhoods in very populated areas, and it's happened very fast today. So we're watching that story tonight with some considerable urgency as they try to get at least portions of those fires under control. Over the course of this hour tonight, we will also have updates for you on the ongoing crisis in Puerto Rico, where we are closing in on 3 weeks of a federal response to the hurricane there that itself is turning out to be a disaster. We had a report here on this show on Friday night about our producers being able to freely drive right into at least one town in Puerto Rico that FEMA insisted it couldn't get into. We had a very unexpected response from FEMA to that story. We'll have that update for you ahead this hour. The president today spent the day golfing, so there's that. But in today's news, we have also been introduced to these guys.
Hi, it's your boy Karen. Today is going to be one of the worst elections in America, and we have one of the worst candidates, and the candidate is Hillary Clinton. Most of the black people in America thinks that Hillary is the one who's going to protect them, and Hillary is the one who's going to fight for them. But hell no, Hillary Clinton is one of the dirtiest liars. All she wants is power.
Hi guys, I know the word I'm going to talk about that many people will like it and many people will dislike it, but I don't care because I'm saying the truth. Who am I talking to? I'm talking about the old Hillary. You know, the woman is a full of races. No matter how she pretends to be nice to black people, no matter how she pretends to be nice, but I know that she's a racist, and this woman is a witch. You know, he tried to pretend like an angel, but she's an evildoer. Let our vote go for Trump, because this man is a businessman. He's not a politician. You know, we can have deal with him because I didn't see him as a racist, because any businessman cannot be a racist, because when you are a racist, then your business is going down. Yeah, like for me, my vote go for Trump because he's going to take us from the promised land, because we are going to vote for changing, and Trump is the next best candidate for this coming election, and I vote for him.
Do you believe him? Do you believe that he is voting for Trump? The Daily Beast reports today that those guys, Williams and Kelvin, got their content yanked off Facebook in August, quote, after it was identified as a Russian government-backed propaganda account. How did Facebook determine that these guys, Williams and Kelvin, were not who
They
said
fucking Nigerian. What the
Russian
fuck?
Government-backed propaganda? I don't know. Facebook isn't explaining these kinds of things, but they did yank them off Facebook in August. Reportedly, Twitter also yanked them in August. You can still get their stuff on YouTube, but if you find their videos on YouTube, you'll see that there's only a very small number of views for these videos on YouTube. The place where they got tons of traffic, thousands of hits, thousands of views, tens of thousands of views, was apparently on Facebook. So these guys promoted the fact, they said they were going to vote for Trump. They made the case that no black people should vote for Hillary Clinton, that Hillary Clinton is a terrible, terrible racist, and Trump is great for black people. They also spent one entire YouTube video advertising that Steve Bannon-produced anti-Hillary film Clinton Cash. I don't know why they were particularly interested in Mr. Breitbart's work. But these guys purport to be from Atlanta. There is some very surface stuff about them online that is designed to make it seem like they are in Atlanta. And in one case, one of these guys reportedly named a famous Instagram model as his little brother in Atlanta. And the Instagram model's like, I've never heard of you. But according to the Daily Beast's reporting, none of these guys, Facebook friends, none of their links to any other real active humans appear to be in Atlanta or have anything to do with Atlanta. And in fact, both of them say, other places online, that where they actually live is Nigeria.
I knew it.
These guys will turn out to be real Donald Trump supporting Atlantans. But maybe they live in Nigeria and were being paid by Russia. Something about
I knew they was gonna say Nigeria. Damn.
Them down online for being bought and paid for by the Russian government. We learned that today at Daily Beast. And this is just the latest in what has been a solid month now of treasure trove reporting from American journalists about what Russia did online during our election to try to help Donald Trump and to try to hurt Hillary Clinton. Thursday night at the Wall Street Journal, we learned that Facebook was aware as far back as April about the Russian government pushing content on Facebook to try and influence the 2016 election. Facebook had apparently initially planned to include specific mention of what Russia was doing when Facebook put out its company statement about how Facebook was used during the election.
Enough of
back
that.
in April, but for some reason